Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike. It's great to be with you again. Today we're talking about regrets. I'm sure this is something we've all experienced at one level or another. And it's when it's too heavy that we feel it needs to be addressed. So we're talking about what type of regrets are we facing? What can we do about it? Do we have any control over the things that we are regretting? As always, I'm encouraging you to continue to subscribe. To those who have already subscribed, I'm saying thank you. Continue to like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss on any of the content. So, what is regret? And how do we know that we regret or we don't regret? I think it's the onus is on all of us that every once in a while we take time to reflect on our lives. Look at where we've come from, where we are, and where we want to be. Are we on the path that makes us happy? Are we on a path that is normal? So what can we do about it? We need to have hard conversations with ourselves. You can lie to other people, but don't you dare lie to yourself, because it's going to come out in all the wrong ways. And we deal with different issues. We see things differently because of where we have come from. Some of us may be dealing with childhood traumas. Some of us may be dealing with even adult relationship traumas. So depending on what trauma you have dealt with, the way you see things may be different from the way others see things. So the onus is on you to protect yourself, to take care of yourself, and to protect your mental health. Because mental health is as important as physical health. So is it about your career? What about it? Are you happy? Those in offices, you spend 8 hours of the day in an office, some even longer than 8 hours. So if you're going to be in one place that long, don't you think you just owe yourself some joy? Shouldn't you be happy doing it? And if you are not happy, what can you do about it? Can you change jobs? Depending on what age you are, what do you like doing? What is something that brings you joy? It's never too late to change careers. You can either go to school and learn new tricks, or think about your hobby. I find that when you do a job that is aligned with what your hobby is, it just flows, and you find that you are so happy because it doesn't feel like work. And I think a job should feel like that. You shouldn't feel like you are really stressing. I've seen people come home, like men will come home, a woman will come home, and these days coming home from the office is not just the men who do that. Women do that as well. These days it can be the woman that goes to work, maybe the husband is taking care of the children, or the husband is doing business and is able to control his hours. So when you have one person going to the office and coming home stressed, and you have children at home, how can you help that person, whether it's a wife, whether it's a husband? How can you help them to unwind after work? Maybe you allow them 30 minutes or even an hour after work away from the children. I know, we think, oh, he loves his children, and as soon as he walks through the door, he wants to embrace his children. No, when you're coming from a stressful place, allow someone enough time to unwind. Whether it's a madam, whether it's a husband, just give them a few minutes to exhale, so that they can now be in the right frame of mind to now be with you, be with the children, after they have relaxed. So career is something that is always stressful for all of us. Then what are the other issues? Is it the lifestyle? Do you find yourself always wanting to drink, always wanting to go out to party, or or are you promiscuous? Have that hard conversation with yourself. Ask yourself why. Why am I doing this? Because all those habits just hurt you. So why am I hurting myself? When you have talked about that, if it's in your power to help yourself, then help yourself. If it's not, go for counseling. I've also talked to people who are stressed because of the partners that they have. Are you happy in your marriage? Or did you get married because you had an appointment with Facebook? And now that that appointment was covered, you find it's not fun to be in that relationship. What can you do about it? Talk about it. We don't talk enough. Have a conversation, discuss, come up with how you can go about having a happy life. Is it going for counseling? Is it spending maybe more time together? And if you discuss something, you find that answers are there. So it's better that you talk about it, get answers. If that fails, go counseling. Counseling fails, it's better to live apart rather than fighting at home and killing each other. So we have one person in jail, one person dead, and then the children have no one. It's very important to have hard conversations with yourself and with each other. Is it about a business? The business you're doing, maybe it's not working. It's not too late to change it. If it's working and it's not bringing you joy, get someone else to manage it as you find something that brings you joy. I'm sure you're all getting the feedback. We are getting the rains now. Suddenly, this is not the time we're expecting them, but we have the rains, and we thank God maybe to cool us down. It's been very, very hot. So we are grateful for the rains, but in case you're picking that feedback, it's just the rains, which we are very, very happy to have. So is it also the families? A family is stressing you. How can you deal with that? Everything starts from talking about it. Set boundaries. This time I'm available, this time is for work, and this time we can talk about other things. And the wife, if one guy was telling me that my wife is doing better than me, you are one. So the two of you have become one. Whether it's a husband doing well or it's a wife doing well, at the end of the day, you're both benefiting. So it should not bother anyone, and should outsiders come in, you come together and protect yourselves, protect your union, protect your family. It's up to us to protect our own sanity, our own space. No one would do it for us. I've talked to people who have said, maybe I'm in a wrong relationship. I chose the wrong partner. I think she feels like she could have done better, and I am a hindrance to her. It's okay to deal with self-esteem issues, but find help, because once those are not dealt with, they'll bring so much problems in the home. You end up being unhappy, you'll be unhappy yourself, your partner will be unhappy, and at the end of the day, no one wins. So it's very important that we safeguard our spaces. Don't live someone else's life. I've seen like drivers in companies who are their landlords, but the bosses are busy living in rented homes. Why? Because the bosses in offices have decided I can only live in a certain area. It doesn't matter how much rent I'm paying. It doesn't matter if I can't sleep because I have to find money to pay those rentals. But if you are real, choose an area that is good for you, an area that you can easily afford, where you can go to bed happy knowing I don't have to worry about where the money will come from. my job is paying me enough to cover that and then some. But if you don't, you find that you lose your job today, you don't have a home because you chose to build a house in an area where you couldn't afford. Your driver now is the one who becomes your landlord as you are looking for what to do. So it's very important to be true to yourself, to be real to yourself. Don't look at what other people are doing. Don't be carbon copies. What God put in each one of us is unique to only us. And if you try to be like Yunike, you will be a bad copy because you don't have what she has. And if Yunike tries to emulate you to be you, it will be very clear that she's a copy and you will not even be interested. So please, let's be true to ourselves. It's very important. It's the only way we can protect our sanity. It's the only way we can enjoy our life. Life is just too short to live all these hours struggling and being unhappy. And if you are killing yourself at work, you find that tomorrow you are dead and the very next day you are replaced. What was that for? So please, don't just regret, do something about it. It's important that you reflect on your life, on all the issues that you are regretting, find out what you can do about it and do it. I hope this is helpful. I hope this will help you to reflect. See you in the next video.